It's your time.
It's always my time.
So why are we here, Dr. Scott?
Hello. My name is Stanley Doc Scott. I'm the founder and CEO of the African American Economic Recovery Think Tank. As I told you before, as I was introducing myself, that this is going to be a 4-part series. We are dealing with family, education, healthcare prevention, and generational prosperity. Series 1 is going to talk about the family and what we must do. Not what we want to do, what we must do to change our family and to move forward. One thing that I would like to talk about right off the bat, marriage is a good thing. Once again, I will make that clear so people understand marriage is a good thing. And those who are thinking about getting married, those who are married, should try to maintain it. But it must be built off purpose, not money, not sex, not status. If you're sincere and love the person that you're thinking about marrying, and I'm talking about, and let me explain what love is before I go further. Love is a condition where the happiness of another person is essential to your own happiness. Purpose, raising a family, building a community, and building wealth to pass on to the next generation, or providing enough quality time to give them an option where they can define their own role and be successful in life. So if we go back to talking about family here, as I say, marriage is very important, and I'm looking forward to a lot of people from this point on getting married, working together as a family, and maintaining and looking for the time when my mother and father came along. 30 years, 40 years, that was normal. But today we can't stay together for 2 months. That's sad. And I'm not talking about the people living in the less fortunate community or the underserved community. I'm talking about middle-class African Americans who are getting together because of money so they can get the home, the car, and other accessories, and thinking that they can buy happiness with their kids through materialistic possession, games, trips, stuff of that nature, but not putting in the quality time. When African American males and females get together, they must be looking and thinking long term. One of the most greatest gifts in the world is bring a child into the world. A man and a woman. And watch them grow up. Watch them prosper in life. Even so, also watch them make their few bumps and go through obstacles. But we should be embracing that. And the part that's very important is, as I said before, 2 good people can come together and be all wrong for each other. What I mean by that? Good people get married all the time and later on down the road find out they're not right for each other. But that doesn't mean that the kids should have to sacrifice. If you can't stay married, embrace co-parenting. Have the meetings together with the child. Spend quality time with the child. Put your personal issues to the sideline. Learn to forgive for the sake of the child. Co-parenting is very important in our community with the high degree of divorce. As someone said to me, it's somewhere between 60 and 70%. That's appalling. A nation cannot stand without the level of divorce in our community. It needs to be no more than 30 to 40%. So as I talk to you about family, one part that I learned reading Elsa magazine, Avenue, Enterprise magazine, more women are in poverty today because of divorce. Once again, let me say that. More women are in poverty today because of divorce. More families are broke up because people have their own self-serving agenda. If you're not about raising a family, don't get married. If you don't have a purpose for maintaining a family in a community, don't get married. There's nothing wrong with being single. Nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to come together, you're going to get married, do everything possible, especially if you have kids or children in your family. Put them first. Keep them first. Work together and be happy that you see them grow up and prosper in life. Because African American kids can be successful in America if we work together, family, community, as one. We can help our kids, our children, our students be successful. But that's going to take a family. Now there's another part of the family here, the community family, where we are concerned about not only what's going on in our household, but what's going on the block, in the community, that we participate, even if we don't have kids, in education, city government, community affairs. We must stand up. In 1993, in Ebony magazine, my good, dear, greatest storyteller I have ever known, Maya Angelou, said that this rift between adult males and adult females must come to an end. It must, because it's tearing down the fabric of our family infrastructure. And no matter what people say today, a study from UCLA stated that a woman has tremendous power in keeping the family together. She has the power to build up her family or tear one down. Now the man has the same power too, but they find out through the study that a woman has a greater power because she produces life. She brings a child into the world. Now it requires a male and a female, but the woman has tremendous power, and she can build up her nation. If these young ladies, these women in our community, if a young man wanted to come and date them and they say, well, you can't come and date me, you can't date me because your pants hanging down, you're not working, you're not going to school, you're not concerned about your own parents' residence by not cutting the grass. Those young men out there will get their act together. More of them today will get their act together. If a sister was say no until you get your act together, she's not giving up on the brother. The brother can do the same thing to a young lady out there who want to be involved with him. One of the biggest issues in our family is the value system. The value system has to change. It's too low. Our standards are too low as a nation. We cannot move forward till we raise up our standards. Very important. As a family, we can make this paradigm shift. We can rebuild our families, rebuild our community. And I'm here to tell you today, marriage is one way to do it. Stable families through marriage is one way to do it. We should take a close look at that and embrace that and rejoice when people come together and let them know we stand with them. But the marriage must be based off purpose. Then we should also look at co-parenting for families who can't stay together. Continue to put your time in. To continue to show good standards when you're around the child. And when you're with the child, not talk about the other parent. Those things must change if we're going to move forward as a community. Now, I'll be coming back to talk with you about education, life education. and career education in Part 2. Part 3 will be healthcare prevention. And Part 4 will be generation prosperity. We can rebuild our families. It takes you, me, and everybody else. Stanley Scott with the African American Economic Recovery Think Tank. Thank you.